in Parkinson's disease, it's a very common non-motor symptom of Parkinson's to have orthostatic hypotension. Now, not everybody with Parkinson's will have OH, but with those that do, what's the reason that it happens? The number one reason that it happens, and we've mentioned this in previous videos, is that that Parkinson's disease itself causes impairments in the autonomic nervous system. It directly impairs the autonomic nervous system. And again, the autonomic nervous system is in control of things that we are not voluntarily doing. So our breathing, our heart rate and rhythm, digestion, and so forth. Another direct function of the autonomic nervous system is our blood pressure regulation. And that's mainly done through a combination of basically heart rate and rhythm changes, so cardiac output. Your heart rate increasing and beating harder will make more blood flow through the system. In addition to that, our brain controls the ability of our blood vessels to constrict and to relax. And if we want to raise our blood pressure, we increase the heart rate and constrict the blood vessels. If we want the blood pressure to lower, the body will dilate the vessels, make them larger, and slow the heart rate down. So those two are directly connected. With orthostatic hypotension, the problem is that connection between the brain and the blood vessels is not working right. So we change positions, like going to standing from sitting for quite a long period of time, for example, or lying down to sitting. And normally our body will react to feeling the gravitational pull. The gravitational pull will cause the blood pressure to start to decrease, right? So all the blood's starting to rush down to where gravity is pulling it towards. Normally what happens is there are receptor cells in the lining of our major arteries called baroreceptors or pressure receptors. And they can sense when there's drops or increases in pressure. And as there's a drop in pressure, the baroreceptors will send a signal to the brain, which in turn sends a signal back to the heart to let's pump a little bit faster, and then it sends a signal also at the same time to the blood vessels saying let's get a little tighter because we got to make the opening a little smaller and increase the pressure because it's dropping. And so that response is faulty in Parkinson's disease in many cases. The blood pressure is lowering, but there's no response to correct that drop in blood pressure, so it tanks. The person may see stars, pass out, feel really washed out, and things like that. So in some cases, people need to be on medication to prevent that blood pressure from dropping and to keep it at a more higher base level. Some people will have hypotension anyway. And so if you already have low blood pressure or hypotension, having orthostatic hypotension where it changes with positions, it's even worse situation because it could drop really fast and really violently in some cases and cause the person to basically pass out. So that's why it happens, and that's the autonomic nervous system is the reason that it's impaired in particular with Parkinson's disease.